Hey guys, I want to show you how to create your graphs for your Barbie Bungee lab. So, the first thing we need to do is go to Google Sheets and open up a new blank Sheets. So I'm going to go through this rather quickly. Feel free to pause this video, record this video, or rewind this video. So I'm going to call this Barbie Bungee lab because we'll want to be able to find this later if we choose to write that lab report. So we're going to be graphing the number of rubber bands that we used. Because remember, that was our X, our independent variable. We controlled how many rubber bands we used, and then we want our drop height. And actually, we're going to be graphing our average drop height. And we used centimeters as our units for that. So you're going to put in, I'm just using some data that I made up. In no way, shape, or form is this correct. You put your data in that you collected in class. So we have number of rubber bands, and if it makes you feel better, if we have 0 rubber bands, our drop heights will be 0. And I'm just going to go 2 through 5. If you did 1 through 10, 1 through 15, ever how many rubber bands you did, that is fantastic. You just put in your average drop height. And remember, these are the averages. So we added up all 3 trials, and then we divide by 3. So 46 plus 54 plus 52, divide by 3 gave me 50. That's how I found that average there. Like I said, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that this is correct. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now, I've got my data put in. I want to select cell A1. Just click it. Just like we've made graphs before, I'm going to hold the Shift key, and I'm going to press the down arrow on my keyboard while holding the Shift key to select all of the data in column A. Then I'm going to press the right arrow all the while holding the Shift key, and I'm going to select that next column as well. I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to go to Chart, and there's my line. Now, if it didn't give you a line chart, you can change it right here. If it gave you a scatter chart, you can choose it to a line, change it to a line chart. So the whole goal of this was to get an equation. So we want to click our trend line here. So if you click it, it's going to give you some options. So we want to look at our trend line. So click that box that says trend line, and where it says label, click use equation. Now that right there is going to be my equation for my line. That little light line there in the back, that's the best fit line there, or line of best fit. And in our Bungee lab, in our procedure, it tells us to insert a line of best fit. Well, that's what I did when I clicked trend line over there. So now we have 15.7 x plus 9.86. So that is my y is equal to mx plus b equation. So m there is going to be the slope of the line. I have x, and then I have b. Now if we look at our Barbie Bungee lab, this was on that sheet that I gave you. If I can find it real quick. Here it is. So y is equal to mx plus b. So the slope of our line there, m, rise over run. So y is the height of the drop in centimeters. So y is what I will be giving you. So y is what your drop height is. And then x is going to be the number of rubber bands. So if we're given a drop height of, let's say, 155 centimeters. That's not what your drop height is, but we would plug 155 in, and then we would solve for x. So here, our unknown, this is our y is equal to mx plus b equation. So y is equal to mx plus b. X is the number of rubber bands that we'll need. So we'll plug in our unknown height into y, and then solve the equation for x to find the number of rubber bands that we need for that drop height.